Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Will today's Srimad Bhagavatam verse is 3.29.40. We'll first start with Kirtan. Jaya, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Yashodan Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivarada.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Rana Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Shila Prabhupada, Prabhupada. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की all glories to assembled deity, all glories to assembled deity, all glories to assembled deity, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna devotees. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 29, verse number 40. Yad bhayadvati vatayam, yad bhayadvati vatoyam, suryastapati yad bhayat, suryastapati yad bhayat. यद भायद वर्षते देवो यद भायद वर्षते देहो भागनो भाति यद भयात् भागनो भाति यद भयात् यद भायद्वति वतोयाम् सूर्यस्तापति यद्भयात् यद्भयाद्वर्षते देवो बाहो गानो भति यद्भयात् You want to read, please?
यद्भयाद् भाति वातोऽयम्
यद्भयात् भाति वातोऽयम्
सूर्यस्तपति यद्भयात्
सूर्यस्तपति यद्भयात्
यद्भयाद् वर्षते देवो
यद्भयात् वर्षते देवो
भगिनो भाति यद्भयात्
भगनो भाति यद्भयात्. You want to- Synonyms. Yet
यत्
of whom the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Supreme Personality of God.
Bhayat
Bhaya
out of fear.
out of fear.
Vati
Vati
blow.
blows.
Vata
Vata
the wind.
the wind.
Ayam
Ayam
this.
this.
Surya
Surya
sun.
sun.
Tapati
Tapati
shines.
shine.
Yet
Yet
of whom
of whom
Bhayat
Bhayat
out of fear.
out of fear.
Yet
Yet
of whom
of whom
Bhayat
Bhayat
out of fear.
out of fear.
Varsate
Varsate
sends rain.
sends rain.
Deva
Deva
the god of rain.
God of rain.
Bhagana
Bhagavad
the host of heavenly bodies.
host of heavenly bodies.
Bhati shine. Yet of whom Bhayat out of fear. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: out of fear of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the wind blows. Out of fear of Him, the sun shines. Out of fear of Him, the rain pours forth shower. And out of fear of Him, the host of heavenly body shed their luster. Purport: the Lord states in Bhagavad Gita, Maya Dakshena Prakriti Suyate. Nature is working under my direction. The foolish person thinks that nature is working automatically, but Such an atheistic theory is not supported in the Vedic literature. Nature is working under the superintendence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. And we also find here that the sun shines under the direction of the Lord, and the cloud pours forth showers of rain under the direction of the Lord. All natural phenomena are under superintendence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu. So we'll recite Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshulunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Shwapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shriyuta Shri Guru Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubheshya Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hukum karoti vachalam pangum rangayate girim yat kripatam ham bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramanandam Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, I seek blessing of all the devotees present in front of me and all the devotees on the Zoom and all the devotees who will be hearing in future. Hare Krishna. So, in this verse, it is very funny that I was thinking that it is said here in the translation, out of fear of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the wind blows, and out of his fear the sun shines, and out of fear of him the rain pours, and out of fear of him the host of heavenly bodies shed their luster. And then that Supreme Personality of Godhead, out of fear of Mother Yashoda, keep running here and there when Yashoda Mai holds the stick and tries to punish him. So we can see that that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is like a CEO of CEO, and if we want to imagine his status, if in from this material example, we can see that if we are working in a company and the CEO comes, and then when he comes, what will be our situation? Will we will be like we will be we want to show, we will be first of all maybe fearful or maybe respectful or whatever, but first of all we'll know that, oh, he is the CEO of this company, he is the maintainer of this company, he is the owner of this company, and then that awe and reverence will come. So Supreme Personality of Godhead, if we see, he is the if we see in this way that he's a owner, he's a maintainer, he's a, we say karta and bharta, he's a doer, he's a maintainer of everything. And then that is and then if we see his status, then we'll come to know he's that supreme personality of godhead who has taken a birth, who has he never he appeared as a child, and then he is performing his pastime just as an ordinary child and getting scared when he sees that stick in the hand of mother Yashoda. It is very actually one more thing when I was thinking when I was reading. Here it is said out of fear. Is supreme personality of Godhead is like that scary person that everybody should fear him? I don't think so. After reading and hearing from all the acharyas, and after hearing the experience of all the devotees and realizations of the devotees, supreme personality of Godhead is actually a very merciful person, the most kindest person you can find in this entire universe. Nobody is more merciful than him, and nobody is more forgiving than him. There are many examples in the past that we have seen that so many supreme personality of Godhead gave so many so many chances to Duryodhana, even though he was like his characteristic were demoniac, but still supreme personality of Godhead went to correct him, to advise him. But even though he did not hear, that is another part of the story. But what is the nature of the supreme personality of Godhead? And also in Bali Maharaj pastime, it is said that after Upendra, Baman Dev gave Bali Maharaj the kingdom of Sutal, Sutal Loka. He himself became the guardian of that Sutal Loka. So if he is that much fearful, and if he is, then why everybody speak about his kindness? So here, then I was thinking that this translation, when Kapila Muni is saying, he is showing the greatness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How great Supreme Personality of Godhead is. That everything, all the material nature and spiritual world and material world are under control of him. He's that great. So he's showing the greatness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by saying this verse. And then if we understand his greatness, then we can actually appreciate his love towards us. Otherwise, we will be thinking that he's not at all. When something goes wrong in our life, we will be thinking that he doesn't care of us. He I am worshipping him from very long time, but still I'm getting so much suffering. Why like this? We will go in the mode of ignorance. And when suffering comes, and if we don't know the nature of supreme personality of God, if we don't know how loving he is, how much he's caring for us, how much he's taking care of us, and how he's maintaining us, and if we don't have that knowledge, then immediately something happens, we'll go into the mode of ignorance, and we'll start saying something which is not which might be not good for our spiritual life, and which is not when that anyways, because the suffering is just like seasons, like season come and go. We don't have to put endeavor to get suffering, we don't have to put endeavor to get happiness. They'll naturally come, they'll naturally go. It's like just season coming and going. So when it is for short period of time, and when that period when our sufferings go away. No, it's not working. When our suffering just go away, then we'll come to our senses, and we will be thinking, why did I speak like this about Supreme? Why was I thinking like this about Supreme Personality of Godhead? We'll So it's like a covering, it's like a darkness. When you don't have a proper understanding about Supreme Personality of Godhead, when something happens, darkness cover our intelligence, and we will be thinking something which is not good and which is not correct. So so this verse specifically, when somebody says that he's so great, like if we introduce someone, if suppose some American doesn't know who is Virat Kohli, and he comes and he just walks in the market, and he just see him as an ordinary person. But if somebody comes and say he is Virat Kohli, he is the captain, or he was the captain of Indian cricket team, and he is the highest run scorer of ODI, and this that about him, then he will be like, oh, he is Virat Kohli, he will start praying him. So that is why all this, when Kapila Muni was saying, out of the fear of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it is only to show that how great Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then when we know His greatness, we will able to appreciate His love and care towards us when He does the kind of pastimes in Vrindavan. So we will be amazed, like how Lord Brahma was amazed looking at him. Lord Brahma was saying, as Yugal Kishore Prabhuji mentions, that Lord Brahma was saying to the Lord that 50% mistake is mine and 50% mistake is yours, because you till now I know you as Narayan, and Narayan is in the Aishwarya uh, mode in Vaikuntha. But you here are eating the remnant of some ordinary child. So looking at you, I got bewildered, and then I wanted to just confirm that you are actually Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he performs his pastime in such a way that he's actually reciprocating with the devotees, how they want him to be. For example, somebody wants to be with him in friendly relationship, so he's reciprocating with them as a friend. So Supreme Personality of Godhead is like this material world and spiritual world is like an office. And when a manager, or when some owner or chairman or CEO of the office, if he comes to office, he have one nature, and when he's in the home, he have another nature. In the office, he will be like a boss, and everybody might be fearful of him, so that that boss do not fire him, and they'll work very nicely, and like they will be under fear. But when that same boss goes at goes in his home, he have different his nature is completely different. With his mother, he behaves like his mother's child. With his son, he behave like the father. With his wife, he will behave like a husband, loving husband, or what. So his nature is completely different. So similarly, when it comes to the devtas and all, they are like they are in his government, they are administrators in his government, and he is the owner of the government, so they will be naturally fearful. But whenever some problem comes to devta, they will go to Lord, and then they will pray to Lord for saving them. And once Krishna comes and save them, and devtas will be praying that, because praying in different mode, they realize his mercy, they know his greatness, and they realize how loving he is. Only for just for the sake of helping devtas, Krishna had come to save them. So they realize that Krishna is very merciful. And also, here it is said that nature is working under my direction. Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, and nature does not have any it doesn't work automatically. So yesterday we went to a program in MSU where Yugal Kishore Prabhuji was speaking. If you go to any airport, flights will be coming, going, and they will be landing, they'll be taking off. And if a small child, 2 years or 3 years kid sees that, he will think that, oh, everything is happening automatically. Nobody is controlling, but flights are taking off on their own and landing on their own and without any accidents. So, but that 3 years old kid father knows what is happening behind the screen. There is a control room and everybody is controlling the flight. So, and also the nature, if you see, the planets are in their exact orbit. They are rotating perfectly. There is no crash. There is no none of the planets are going inside the sun, or nothing is happening of that sort. From millions of billions of years, they are uh, they are rotating in the orbit, and there is no traffic signal, no traffic light, nothing. But still, they are working fine. So this is and how it is working. A atheistic person might think that it is happening by chance, but actually, in Vedic literature, if we read Vedic literature, we have come to know from there that everything is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Without His control, without His permission, even a leaf doesn't move. So, what to say about the planets? And an atheistic person might think that they are breathing this air is coming from trees, and this is happening by chance. But that is not true. If we have this atheistic mentality, we take everything for granted, and once we take everything for granted, we will try to exploit everything which is present in nature. Like, we'll cut the trees and we'll think that they'll come on their own, and we will take the resources from the earth and we'll think that they'll again come on their own. And then we think that everything is made for my selfishness, I my enjoyment, and we'll become selfish. And our mentality, we will not be grateful to anyone because we are thinking that everything is happening on by chance. But if we know what is actually how Supreme Personality of Godhead is facilitating us all these natural resources, the air to breathe, and then without any food we are eating, we think that we earn this food by working hard in the office. But if that was the case, actually it is what the current generation, the present time, everything is just artificial demand. People have created artificial demand, and to fulfill that artificial demand, they are working very hard, and they are thinking that they are doing something good for humanity. But at the first place, if you go 200 years ago, there was no technology, there was no paper money, or there was not like this. There was no convenience of all the technology, no convenience of anything, but still people were very happy compared to the people of the present age. Even though they just by the one click of on the phone, they can call someone 1,000 miles away, but still they are not happy. And by just one click they'll get their food will be delivered to their place, but still they are not happy. With just one click, they can control the temperature of their home. If it's winter, they can make it hot, and if it's summer, they can make it cold, but still they are not happy. With just one click, they can send money from here to another part of the world, but still they are not happy. But in the 200 or 300 years ago, why to take that long? Even 50 or 100 years ago, people were very happy even though they did not had all these things. They were happy living, happy farming, happy living under a hut, and they were happy together. And in the morning, they used to do Mangala Arati, then they used to go for farming, and in the evening they used to come sit and discuss about Ramayana or Bhagavatam. That was their daily schedule, and they were 1 million times happy than what we are happy today. And so, this is what artificial demand has created. Everything we don't need all these things, but only we have created it artificially. And to fulfill that artificial need, we are working very hard. Because this is all against our nature, we are unhappy. Someone who will how people can be happy? People can be happy only if they are working according to their nature. But in today's time, everything is artificial and we are working against our nature. So we are, even though we try to find happiness anything in any material needs, we will never able to find it. Even we put so much efforts to invent so many technologies, or cure so many diseases. This is also one field, medical field. People are create the diseases are formed by the people habit of just living luxurious life. They are creating artificial disease, and for that artificial disease, they have to find a cure. And once they find a cure, there will be hundreds of side effects, and for each side effects they have to again find a cure. Again there will be hundred of side effects. So this will go on in loop and loop and loop. I was hearing from someone that owner of Facebook, they are trying to, they have a vision that by 2050 all the illness, all the diseases must be eradicated from this planet Earth. Even though they put thousands of years with this lifestyle, they cannot eradicate even one disease. They will only invent new and new diseases. So why it is happening, nobody knows outside. But when we come in, when we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, we'll know what is the solution of our problem. The solution of our problem is to get rid of this artificial living habits and come to our natural tendency of living, just by simple living and high thinking. So when we try to exploit, so when atheistic people think that everything is automatically coming, so they try to exploit all this, all the nature. And in that exploitation, they become they want they become greedy. They want more and more, and they think that it will automatically regenerate. But now, after exploiting a lot, now scientists have come to a conclusion that no, it is not not regenerating. So now they are taking some steps to make artificial, like China has made artificial sun, and China is making artificial rain. So they are making some artificial means uh, uh, of uh, of making rain, of making sunshine, and blowing wind. They are trying some by artificial means. But how long will they successful? Because we have four defects. Every human being have four defects, that they have imperfect senses, they have cheating tendency, and they are always under illusion, and one more. So but they, because they are always under illusion and they have cheating tendency, whatever they make, it will not be perfect. There will be something or other which will be going against them. And if nothing goes against them, nature will revert back by sending some earthquake, tsunamis, some volcanoes or something, because that is out of the that is artificial, and it is out of the nature. And it's like a parasite. This all technology is like a parasite in nature. Because it's like a parasite, the nature wants to rectify it, and nature will rectify according to her way. So that is why that is why Kapila Muni was saying here that out of fear of Supreme Personality of Godhead, wind blows. Out of fear of him, the sun shines. Out of fear of him, the rain pours. And out of fear of him, the host of heavenly bodies shed their luster. And then if we want to bypass this statement and we want to do from our side out, like now, then when we create rain, when we create sunshine, we are thinking that we are telling, we are giving back answer, counter answer to Kapila Muni, saying that maybe out of fear of them they blow, but now I got the technology, now I can make it, and on my will I can make sun to shine, on my will I can make rain to pour, on my will I can make wind to blow. So we are like that. They are thinking and they are doing this and they are giving counter answer, but they don't know that how long it will go. It is just temporary. Whatever they do, everything has a side effect, and that is why atheistic people think that we can do anything and nature is just a puppet in their hands. But if that was the case, then then everybody would have been happy by doing all these things, but nobody is happy at all. Everybody is suffering in this world. So this is what I wanted to share today. And today is appearance day of Nitai Patita Pawan Gaurahari. And today is very auspicious day as well, Ekadashi, and it became more auspicious by appearance day of Nitai Patita Pawan Gaurahari. So it's we can imagine. I know some I heard many things about Nitai Patit Pawan Gaurahari's reciprocation with many devotees. So Nitai Patita Pawan Gaurahari, when they came, after they came, this temple was manifested. So Yugal Kishore Prabhuji was telling one day that he went to Vrindavan. He was in a Govardhan. He was staying in ashram with Keshav Bharati Maharaj, I think. So with him, he saw there he saw Vaishashika Prabhu, and then somehow he met with Vaishashika Prabhu, and there uh, two Mataji is ordered for Nitai Patit Pawan Gaurahari, Gaur Nitai, and the person who made Gaur Nitai, he made two deities, two different deities. So then they that person came to them, and when they told that we need only one pair, we don't need two pair, and that one pair was extra. And then somehow Yugal Kishore Prabhuji was inspired to take that take other other Gaur Nitai, and then he somehow there was some arrangement. I forgot a whole details, but then in that way they came they came with Yugal Kishore Prabhuji to Farmington Hills, and then after they came, everything started happening very quickly. And also this temple was manifested. So they are actual and they are very merciful. Sham Kishore Prabhuji always says that Nityanand, our Nityanand Prabhu is very merciful. If you have anything going in your life, you can just come and pray to Nityanand Prabhu, and Nityanand Prabhu will solve your problems. Whether it is material or spiritual, he will solve your problems. Instead of taking shelter under any demigods, we can take shelter under Nityanand Prabhu, and because he is very merciful. There, Ayendra Prabhu also in his last moment took shelter of Nityanand Prabhu, and we, there he even did not take shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He took shelter of Nityanand Prabhu because he is the most merciful. And our Gaur Nitai are also very merciful. So please come and take darshan today, and they will be very happy to see all of you, and they will be always be happy to see whenever somebody comes and praise them. They are always happy. So please come and take darshan. Hare Krishna. If anybody have any questions or if any corrections, please correct me. Hare Krishna. They made also. They already have a sun. They by nuclear fusion they made something which is 5 times brighter than our sun. Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. I don't know for what they'll use, but they already made it. Yeah, yes, Prabhuji, it's there. Like it's not recent. Past 1-2 years only they have this.
So, the temperature is always something.
They can control, Prabhuji.
China doesn't have problem.
I don't think so. They are using for temperature, Prabhuji. I think they are using for something else, but I'm not sure for what they are using it. But I know for sure that they have created a sun which is brighter than our sun, 5 times brighter than our sun. It's there in the scientific news. If you Google it, it will come. No, Prabhuji, it's like a facility, a big facility, a nuclear facility. In a nuclear facility, they have a, like a rods. They call it as a uranium rods or cooling rods, and that when they supply proper amount of hydrogen energy, there will be fission and fusion. Hydrogen atom and helium atoms collide, and when they collide, they will release nuclear fission and fusion energy. And it is they now they have acquired that much amount, which is 5 times uh, greater than the sun. It's there in Google Project. If you search, you will get it. They are telling it Project in that way. But they can do that Project. But it is not like in the top, it's in a facility, that's it. Now they might be, but they can increase the temperature, decrease the temperature, they can make it brighter. Surrounding, not full earth Project, only their small surroundings. That much detail I did not read Project.
Okay, and you know how much one minute the energy sun gives the material world. All the what is that? They have this data actually. Whatever since the beginning of the creation till this day, humans have not used that much for the energy sun makes.
I think 5 times higher temperature than sun Project. I think so.
5 times the temperature.
5,000 into 20 something, 25,000 degrees Fahrenheit, something they told Project.
How long did it get there?
That much detail I don't know.
How did you do it? Do you believe that 5 times more? No, that whatever happens in sun is fusion. Fusion happens and to generate that much of energy, you know, and that 5 times more.
Yeah, yes. And then they are generating rain also, Project now.
Generating rain is called cloud.
Yeah.
What they will do is
They'll send dust. Yes. But they are creating their own cloud also, Project.
Dana को वो lecture 20 years ago. We spent huge amount of money, you know, and to what they did, I forgot the physical name, some chloride, not actually not side. When you hold the cloud and sprinkle that, then artificial rain happens from clouds. But that will work only if the clouds have water in them.
But now they are making their own cloud Project with water, and they are making rain Project.
So they are making this cloud thing, I think they will do it.
Yeah, yes, Project.
There for a long time. But you have to spend a lot of money just to get like a probably 1 million a week.
Yeah.
um, their material clothes means, let me tell you, despite all these things, the quality of human life is going down.
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji, yes.
I really do not know. Artificial one is there.
Yes, Prabhuji. And they are making now winds also. China is making all those natural things so that they can use it for so many things, Prabhuji. But artificial anyway, it will not work for long. Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, Corona came. That's what nature has retaliated.
They made me over the beach over sun. 25 years ago, I read it. Now, there is a artificial satellite and sun. No, God, I'm supposed to be staying in that. You know, but in that area, in nature, the temperature and all.
That much detail I did not read, Prabhuji. But at least that headline will be there. If you search for China's artificial sun, you will get it, Prabhuji. Anybody have any questions on this? If nobody have any questions, then we'll end this class. Vancha kalpatarubhishya kripa sindhu bhayavati पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव श्री कृपा की जय। समवेत भक्त की जय।